Hello everyone, Emily here. We're going to make a baby hat version of this hat. Isn't it cute? I really like how it came out. Now the brim is front back posts. I made the pom-pom myself. And the middle is just crochet one, chain one, skip one, and crochet one. I put this really cute little label. I got it on Amazon on the front. And this fits an adult or a child. So for the adult hat, isn't that pretty? It almost reminds me of the rabbit from Winnie the Pooh. It says homemade. I bought them on Amazon and I got a whole little bag of them. So I'm just going to make a baby hat, so I'm not going to make a long as chain as I did for the hat. The hat I made a chain of 70. And for this baby hat, I'm just going to make a chain. And how you can tell if it's going to fit on your head is after you make your chain, just take it, put it around your head, make sure it's in the back of your head, it goes over your ears, in front of your forehead, how a hat would go. And that is how you can gauge if it will fit around your head. So of course you can always make it smaller for a child. So this baby hat is going to be opposite colors. So where it's blue on the adult hat, it's going to be white, and where it's white on the adult hat, I'm going to do blue. And the child's hat, of course, will have less rows than the adult hat. So please just watch, and I hope that I did easy instructions for everyone. And I think my child's hat might fit maybe a newborn or a baby that might be a week or two old. And I always move my fingers up when I'm doing the chain, and that helps me keep the tension the same so that my stitches pretty much come out to all be the same size, and I don't pull it tight. You can see my chain. I'm making sure that all one side is facing one way, and then I will go into that first stitch so that it will be so that it won't be turning. So you're just going to go ahead and slip stitch into that first stitch. I did go under two strands. Now I'm going to chain one, and I'm going to go into that same spot, chain another one, total of two, and I am just going to go into that very first stitch and do a double crochet, yarn over. I'm only going under one loop from here on out. Do my double crochet, yarn over, go into that top strand, I'm burying my tail, and I'm gonna pull it up, pull it through, and pull it through again. I do have a video on how to do the double crochet if you wanted to go and take a look at that. And I also made a double crochet blanket. So a double crochet opens the door for a lot of different stitches. So today we're going to do the front and the back loop with these double stitches. This is a really pretty stitch, and once we start doing the front and back posts, it really brings them close together, so it's not going to have a really big gap. You could do the front and back post for the whole hat if you wanted to, all the way up. That would probably fit really nice and snug on your head. And you're just going to do this all the way around. Isn't that pretty? Looks like I have one big fat stitch right here. Oh well, must be the yarn. So here we are at the end. We're going to do a slip stitch in the top of the chain. So you can see here's the chain. There's our first double crochet. So we're going to go into the top of the chain and we're going to do a slip stitch. I'm going to chain one and yarn over, and we're going to go right behind that chain that we just did. And the last row is our first chain, and we're going to do a double crochet. Now we're going to do a back post, yarn over. You're going to go behind, go in front of that whole stitch, go out the other side, grab your yarn and pull it through. Then you're just going to finish your double crochet, pull through two, pull through the last two. Then we're going to do a front post. So the front post you go in from the front, and the back post you go in from the back. And this is what I did 7 rows in the adult hat. I'm only going to do 5 rows in the child's, in the one in this white one that I'm working on. You could do as many of these as you want. You don't have to stop at 7. You could do 2, 3. You can do as many as you want. Like I said, you could do your whole hat in the front back posts if you wanted to. You can see the pattern starting to form. So pretty. This white is absolutely beautiful. Now the white yarn is Red Heart. The blue yarn is the Mainstay, and I get them at Walmart. This washes up really good when I wash my hats or my scarves when I use this yarn. So just continue to do this all the way around. You're going to do a slip stitch, chain 1, and then you're going to start doing your front and back posts all over again. So we're here at the end. I'm going to go ahead and yarn over and do that last one, the last back double crochet, and we are going to go to the top of that double crochet. We're going to do a slip stitch. We're going to chain one, and see that opening right there behind where you're at. You're going to go ahead and do a front double crochet, and you can see that that one that we start with was a front one. So where you did a front, you're going to do a front, and where you did a back, you're going to do a back. That's going to give it that nice line going all the way up. So that was a front. So you're going to do another front one. This will be the third row. Like I said, on the adult hat I did 7, and on the child I only did 5. So this is your repeat. So just go ahead and do this until your rim is where you want it to be. Isn't that pretty? Starting to really be able to see the pattern now. So I made my rim as tall as I want. Here I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds, and this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds. So I did 8 on the adult one. So now we're going to work on this part here. This top part is the same as down here, and then I made my pom-pom. So we're going to start here, and what this is, it's a single crochet. We're going to do a single crochet first to make us a nice little border around here. I'm going to do it in white, and then we're going to change our color, and it's going to be crochet 1, chain 1, crochet 1, chain 1, crochet 1 all the way around. And then I changed my color, and I did 2 rows of the blue, then I did a row of the white, a row of the blue, only 1 here, I did 2 here, 1 here, and then I continued with the blue, and I just did, this is the same stitch, crochet 1, chain 1, crochet 1. So we're going to go ahead and start this. So the first thing we're going to do right now, I hope I'm not confusing anyone, I'm sorry. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to do a single crochet in each stitch. And you can see here that you can see each stitch pretty well. I'm going to go in the same stitch that I did my slip stitch in. Go into the next one. And just keep going all the way around. I'm not going to skip any. It's the next row where we're going to be skipping one. And that will be the only row on this hat where we'll be skipping a stitch at all. Do that all the way around. Okay, so I'm ready to start my blue. My blue is Mainstay yarn. So if you've seen me before, I love to use Red Heart and Mainstay. I'm just going to go ahead and cut my white. Let me see here. No, I'm going to leave my white attached because we're going to be using so much of my white. That way I don't have to keep tying knots to connect it. So what I did here is I went around and I slip stitched into the top of that very first stitch, not the chain but the stitch. Now I'm going to take my blue, I'm going to leave a nice tail, and I'm just going to take it and pull it through, and I'm going to pull that white nice and tight, and I'm going to chain one, pull it nice and tight, pull that white, there we go, and I'm going to chain one. Usually I like to pull the yarn through, but I notice sometimes when you do that you can see where you did it. And so I think this will look better for this hat. So now we are going to do our first row so that we can get the rest of it started. I'm going to do a single crochet and I'm going to go into this slip stitch. And I find that if we do that, it will look less seamless when we come back through and we're going to slip stitch into that stitch. So we did one single crochet and we're going to chain one. We're going to skip one and we're going to go to the next one, and I'm going underneath both loops. So I have two strands here, both loops, not both loops, going underneath both strands. Bring my yarn through, do my single crochet. I'm going to chain one. I'm going to skip one and go into the next one. And you can see I'm just going right underneath. I got two strands. Chain one. Skip one, go into the next one. Chain one. Skip one, go into the next one. And that's your repeat for this round. I'm here at the end, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull my yarn through, went into that top of that stitch. I'm going to change my color into the white. I'm going to go ahead and leave my blue attached. I'm going to grab my white and take it through. I'm going to grab the blue and pull it tight, and I'm going to chain one. Looks pretty good. So now we're going to go around. Remember, our colors are a little bit opposite here, and we're going to do 2 rows with the white. So again, when you look at it, we're going to go in between each of these stitches, and this right here is not a stitch. That's where you did the chain. So we're going to go into the one before that, and we're going to do a single crochet. So this is going to be one stitch here. Chain one, go into the next stitch, chain one, and go into the next opening. I'm sorry, not stitch, it's an opening in between your single crochets. and that's going to be our repeat row. Sorry, my scissors have gotten tangled. There we go.